Yes, my people. Damn, was crack-a-lacking. We're back, boy. Episode 9, Father Talks podcast. First and foremost, like I always say, before I get into any episode, big up to everyone, man. Honestly, man. Big up to everyone who's trying to push the thing for me, who's sharing my thing on social media, who's subscribed, who's liking the videos, who's watching the videos, who's following the TikTok now because the TikTok's landed. So follow that as well. It's all appreciated, man, honestly. Today's topic of the episode, though, I want to talk about a word that I think is used very distastefully, man. It's I don't know, like, I think the term come about 10 years ago. I could be wrong. But since the terms come out, it's just like people just want to use it in hella ways, and it's just like, fuck, you can't do nothing without being called one. And that term is clout chaser or clout chasing, however you want to say it. I just think it's mad, man. Like, it's literally, like I said, like, you can't do nothing without being called a clout chaser nowadays. Like, for instance, like I said about support, like sharing your brethren's music, like you share it more than once or something like that, you're doing too much or you're a clout chaser. Nah, G, I'm just trying to support my brethren. I'm just trying to help my brethren build his brand. Do you know what I mean? Because the way I see it is, if I've shared my brethren's tune on my story and, 20 people have viewed my story and 4 of them 20 people share it, that's 4 extra people my man's got on his monthly listeners or whatever. Do you know what I mean? Which, like, four may sound low, but them 4 help. You know what I'm saying? Building. That's what we're meant to be doing. We're meant to be building as a community, especially, in this, content world, or like, music industry, whatever you want to call it. Like, everyone's meant to be helping each other, no? Do you know what I mean? So how can people just be calling anyone a clout chaser? For example, like, let's say, I don't know, like, with me starting this podcast, for example, yeah, like, people might call me a clout chaser because I know a few people that are doing a podcast themselves, or I watch a lot of podcasts, and like, my concept's the same as a few other people's podcasts who are out there. Do you know what I mean? Like, so they'll say, "Oh, you're a clout chaser. You're just trying to do the same." Nah, G, I'm just trying to come on and drop some gems and guidance, man, and hope that there's someone out there that hears what I'm saying and thinks, "Ross, I've never thought about life like that. I've never deeped it like that before. Maybe I do need to change my ways a bit. Maybe I do need to pattern up." That's all I'm here for. Do you know what I mean? That's all I'm here for, innit? Like, but obviously, like I said, to certain people who watch me, they think, this guy's just some clout chasing idiot, man. Get out of it. Do you know what I mean? Come off my phone screen and that, which is fair enough. Everyone's entitled to their opinion. I just think the word clout chasing is so overused, and it's used in some mad way, innit? Do you know what I mean? Because I really think people mistake the word clout chasing for support. Do you know what I mean? You can support someone in many ways, like I said in the topic of support. Do you know what I mean? But it shouldn't be taken as clout chasing, man. To me, clout chasing is like, how can I, like, this is my personal opinion of clout chasing, innit? And I could be wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, innit? That's what they're there for. That's what this space is for us to communicate. You tell me what you want to hear. Them ones there, innit? But I personally think clout chasing is this. Like, say if, like, I knew someone who makes music, and I knew a music manager, for example, or something like that, and I introduced the 2 people together, and the Donny who makes music eventually went clear and got big. Now, the clout chasing would come in when I'm there saying, "Oh, brother, remember, if it weren't for me, you wouldn't even be where you are. So when you're getting all your dough in that, run me some of that." That is clout chasing. To me, anyway, in my opinion, that is clout chasing. You're trying to help someone out, and then you're feeding off how you've just helped them. Like, you're trying to eat off how you've helped them. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, they've created their lane. Cool, you've gave them a little bit of support, but that's all it should be. It's support. If they want to bring you in, they'll bring you in. Do you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, like, you can't say your one little bit of support got them where they were, because if they didn't have their craft in the first place, there wouldn't have been no support for you to give. Do you know what I mean? So now you're trying to clout chase off their hard work, off their graft and all that. Do you know what I mean? Okay, cool, fair enough. You done that one little bit of networking for them, but it's still clout chasing, G, because at the end of the day, if you know someone like that who you can like put them with, then you're obviously in a position where you can get yourself out there more. Do you know what I mean? Like, but yeah, man, I think as a society, especially on social media, we use the term clout chasing too much, and we need to really think about how we use it. Do you know what I mean? Like, less of the clout chasing, more supporting. That's all I say, man. I'm gonna keep this one short and sweet, innit? But it's the Father Talks podcast, man. Make sure to subscribe, like, comment, share, all of that. Follow the TikTok, follow the Instagram. Love. Big up.